Newquay just around the corner, over there in the distance. A bit choppy, don't know. Let's see what's out there. It'd be nice if I could get some you know, some bait really, but we'll see whether I catch anything. If I do, I've got my bait, haven't I? Right, got two rods, both are retractable rods, telescopic type of rods. So yeah, see how well I do. Look at this slipway. Wow, seen a few years, hasn't it? Right, I'm going to get set up and just see how well I do. Oh, Shakespeare Salt sea rigs. This is what I've decided to use. Sand eel rig, size 12. But many a big fish is caught on small hooks. So that's what I've decided to use. I'm going to use this silver, shiny 2-ounce weight here, and just see whether we can get any of the smaller fish, just in case I've got something for bait. That would be really, really handy. If not, I'm going to find some limpets and see whether I can get a limpet on a float maybe, I don't know. Or could be worth a try, isn't it? Right, well, I think here's a good tip. I've been down there, I've got some limpets. I'm going to chop them out and use them for bait. Now what I'll do is I'll put one bit of limpet on the bottom feather or hook, as I'm going to try for 2 rods here, and then if they do get snagged up, I'm going to leave it, because if a fish sees that, it will pick it up, get hooked up and pull my line out, and that will you know, I've had that happen several times. So that's a good thing to do if you're using like half a dozen mackerel feathers. Just put a bit of meat on the bottom one, and anything that sees it will get it, and you'll get your line back. What was amazing, well, it's getting a bit windy here, but what is amazing is my silly little float that I use for catching tench. I put it out there and it's actually still floating around in this harsh condition. If it was in any closer, I'm sure it would be catching wrasse and things like that, so it might actually come in closer as the tide comes in. And the good news is I've been able to cast out and get these feathers back again, and I've been able to roughly measure the depth of the water at about 40 odd feet. So yeah, it's all good news. Just got to catch something. Now, because I'm an amateur, there's a couple serious fishermen over there which have got the tripods and putting all that out, but I'm on holiday, so I'm traveling really, really light. And I put that 2-ounce weight on this little line, and I've changed it to two baited hooks down there. Okay, and I'm wanting that weight to actually move around, set up vibrations on there, and all of a sudden, hopefully, a fish will go for it. That's the theory behind that, and I've had that happen in the past, so it's not completely out of the question. And I just put my mackerel hooks on this rod that has got, remember, that has got bait on it, and yeah, I'm just going to reel that in, hoping for maybe pollock. I'd love to catch a pollock, bass maybe even in this. Bass or pollock. That line's gone tight there, so right, well, let's just see. Or maybe even mackerel. I'll be happy with mackerel. I'll be happy with anything, because I'm easily pleased. What a beautiful location though. A bit noisy, I'm not saying it isn't noisy. Look at the way that the end of that. Almost looks like something's going for it. Now, when I reeled it in just now, something did hit it. If I had ragworm, I could have caught something on that. That is getting bites all the time. Something is really going for that, but I want it to stay on there, you know. Get a good mouthful of that hook would be perfect. Wow, it's just a bit windy down here, and it's getting near high tide. Oh, right, there's another fisherman there. He's turned up now. Hello. Yeah, right. Yeah. So anyway, I'm still fishing with the limpets, and I've got very small hooks on that. You will stand a chance of getting anything like tub gurnards and stuff like that. So that's what I'm after. Every now and again the line goes tight. I was getting bites down here, little wrasse, but the actual bait, the limpets, were too big for the wrasse to eat, so I wasn't able to hook them all in. But I was getting bites, which is, you know, there's fish there of a kind. So I'm going to keep an eye on him. He's turning up now about 20 minutes, half an hour before high tide, but the time goes very, very quick when you're fishing. So yeah, I'm here for another quarter of an hour, 20 minutes. I've already worked out an escape route. If I have to, you must always work out your escape routes. I'm going to climb up over there because the tide is actually coming in and it's capable of coming up here, hence the actual, you know, ponds here. Right, okay, back to the fishing. Well, my perseverance paid off. We got a fish. It's only a mackerel, and I'm not taking it home. It's going back. My hands are soaking wet. There's no scales from it. He'll be okay. But what a good result. Well, it's a result. Better than nothing. There he is. Beautiful mackerel. Fresh as anything. Going back now. Well, tonight I'm back again, fishing in exactly the same place. A little bit later tide times tonight, high tide times tonight. I've already caught one mackerel, and I'm going to use a bottom bait on that and see whether we can catch something other than mackerel. And that's about it really. So we'll see how well we do. I'm going to try for just a couple more mackerel. I've got enough bait anyway. So, but this is just a little bit of fun. Well, last time I cast out, as soon as the feathers hit the water, you could feel that something was juddering on it, and so the mackerel are fairly high, so I'm going to reel this one in a little bit faster and see whether I can get it a little bit higher to the surface. Well, I put out this free hook paternoster. Free hook paternoster with mackerel now on it as a bait, and I've lobbed it out over that way across all the rocks and the kelp and everything, and just outside of that, so anything swimming over will get a sense of mackerel, and hopefully before it goes into the rocks and the kelp it will take a bite of it. And don't know what we're going to catch in Cornwall. In Devon it would have probably been a dogfish, but could be something a bit more interesting here if we're going to catch. Let's just see. Well, definitely got something interesting in this. The whole line dipped down just now, almost like a flatfish would do it, but I'm waiting for it to start vibrating. Right. Well, that's interesting. Well, something's gone for it, but don't know what. Big excitement though. Oh, I'll show you if it suddenly goes for it. All good fun.